Hi, I'm Jenny from Refresh Living, and this is our pop-up camper back here. When we bought it, the roof was completely destroyed by water, so we figured out a way to replace the parts we needed to, use some of the old pieces, and completely make it watertight. This video is going to show you how, once we had it rebuilt, how we made sure that all the seams and the roof was, all the holes that were in the roof were all repaired. The first step is to make sure that all old putty or tape is taken off. So our camper had butyl tape, which is like this really tacky putty tape that never really hardens. So I found the best way to get it off was to first scrape it, and then after it was scraped off, I used mineral spirits and fine mesh steel wool to kind of rub off the excess. So after the entire skin is clean and dry, we used Eternabond tape to seal up all the edges. So to start using this, I dry fitted the pieces I would need. So to go around the corners, all I really did was cut slits in the places it needed to fold to kind of keep a seam throughout the whole thing and a clean edge. And then after that was cut and everything was dry fitted that needed to be cut to size, I applied the tape. I would highly recommend this stuff. It's held up really well, and we've had no water in our camper for 3 years now. So to apply it, you just kind of move your, you kind of crease in the middle and move your fingers back and forth rapidly, and the backing will kind of then start to peel off. So you grab that. You don't want to let the gray tape touch much because it is super sticky. So that's why you want to dry fit everything first and cut it all to size. So you can see this part of the camper, the back actually was the worst. Here, even you can see the dent that was there. So you can see we have it covering any places where there were holes, all along the center seam, all along the skylight, and then also we wrapped it around the edges. You can see we needed less of it in the front. We just needed that center seam, and then I think maybe one hole that was in there. And then here's this side. A couple of tricks with applying this Eternabond tape. It's super important that places like where this piece went down, this is going to create a watertight seal around that hole that was there. These are both totally fine with just the tape. But here, this patch went down, and then this one went across. Whenever you create that little joint, you want to make sure to fill this with sealant, because if not, the water creeps in and then slowly gets under the tape and will get into the seams of the camper. So the same thing here, you can see we put the sealant here all along all of those seams, because it would take in water and just kind of like seep in slowly if we didn't do that. So this was all applied 3 years ago, and it's still completely watertight, but you'll see that there's some places where probably this year we should just go over it with some more, clean it up and then go over it with some more sealant just to be sure. But in places like this, there is still no water getting in there at all.